All right, hello. This is Uneducated Crime Lovers. I'm Lillian Jacka.
And I'm Riley.
All right.
Kirby.
So, to get into it, Juana Barraza was known in Mexico for being a professional wrestler, as well as being known as the old lady killer. She was sentenced to 759 years in jail for 16 convicted murders, but the estimated total is suspected to be 49.
Shut up.
Her killing spree spanned from 1998 to 2006. This one's recent.
Ew.
And this one's another mom thing, like mom problem thing.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so...
mom problems.
I know. She was born in a rural part of Mexico City in 1958 and raised by an alcoholic mother. Her mother, just get this, her mother reportedly exchanged her for 3 beers to a man who raped and eventually fathered Juana's child. Exchanged her.
3 beers?
So that's why she does this.
So that's why she's messed up?
Yes. She also, she had 4 children in total, but one died from injuries in a mugging incident.
Oh, God.
So, yeah. So
imagine your life being worth 3 beers.
I know. Like, that's just, that would mess anybody up.
Oh, yeah. That, to find out your mom exchanged you for 3 beers.
And she was, 13, so she knew what happened.
Oh, so she was older?
Yeah, she was
She wasn't a baby?
No, she was 11 to 13.
Oh,
There wasn't a definite age, but some articles said 11 or 13. So, yeah, no, she was fully aware of what happened. Her wrestler name was La Dama del Silencio, or the Silent Lady. And she was obsessed with, I don't remember the name of it, but it's the one where it's masked. There's masked wrestlers, and they do really, over-dramatic stuff.
Theatrical wrestling.
Yeah, she was obsessed with that. That's why that picture I showed you,
was insane. She looked like a crazy person.
Okay, so this is just about the murders.
Yeah.
All of her victims were 60 or over, and most of them lived alone.
Oh, my God.
She would use blunt force or strangle her victims with a stethoscope. Only a stethoscope.
What?
Yeah. After she murdered them,
was it her stethoscope?
I guess.
Did she just have one?
I guess, it was part of her, costume on how to get in. Because, old ladies don't just let you into their home unless they trust you. Yeah. And it was a woman, so it made it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But, I get into that a little bit later, just how she was able to even do that. But, I don't even know the stethoscope thing. I don't get it. Because it doesn't really make sense with, her costume that she used.
Yeah.
But after she murdered them, she would rob them and then run. She wasn't exactly careful, though, because police found a lot of fingerprint evidence at multiple places, and a lot of witnesses saw her leaving different homes.
So
they
she
just
was
never caught her. Yeah. And police assumed that she dressed up... Yeah, they thought that she dressed up as a social worker to gain the trust of the women. Because
and
she
they're
had...
old.
Yeah, exactly. Or she would try to get them to sign on to different welfare things.
Yeah.
But she kind of tried to make herself look like she even had a fake card that identified her as a social worker when she got arrested. Because she got arrested right after she killed someone.
Planned out her intro, but she didn't
never her
plan
exit.
out her exit ever.
And she wasn't careful. It was she wanted to be caught.
A messy serial killer.
Yes, extremely. But this gets funny, the investigation.
Oh, God.
It's not funny, but it kind of is.
It's funny.
Because, the police the police were confused, immensely confused, because they originally thought the killer was a man. Because that's just assumed, obviously.
Usually, yes.
And many witnesses saw Juana leaving the house said they thought the killer might have been a transvestite, because she had a really muscular, big build, but she was feminine because she had dyed hair and makeup and stuff. So the police actually arrested a lot of transvestites around the city and fingerprinted them.
Oh.
But obviously none of them were them. So they would literally go out in the street and find them and arrest them with no reason.
Oh my God.
Just these poor transvestites that were just trying to live their life.
So scared.
I know. And then and then they they also thought, because the sprees stopped for a little bit.
Yeah.
And so they started fingerprinting bodies at the morgue to see if, like, maybe the old lady killer had died.
Mm-hmm. So she took, like, a break.
Yeah, like, this was from 1998 to 2006.
Yeah,
so like,
yeah,
it was pretty varied. She didn't do, like, just one big cluster of them, like most do. A lot of serial killers
so
just
it must
do
have been, like, maybe she, like, didn't want to do it for a little bit, and then she would just get this strong urge to, like, do it, and she'd like, break or something.
And she also had 4 kids. So,
True.
like, it might have been related to them or just, like, life stuff. Because obviously if she was robbing them too, then she might have had money problems or...
Yeah.
Yeah. But she was eventually caught because a guy she murdered the landlady of this building. And she was caught because a guy who lived there saw, like, he just saw her, like, out in the open or something. They didn't give a lot of details of how the lady that was murdered was found. But he, like, saw her dead and then saw Juana, like, running away. Yeah, he, like, literally saw her and was able, they didn't say how, but he was able to get her apprehended by police. Yeah. And that's how she got brought in. And so she was found guilty for 16 charges of murder and aggravated burglary, and then 11 counts of murder, despite being suspected of over 40 murders. Like, a lot of the investigators on this thought that it was, like, 49 was around the limit of where she went. But she credited these murders being caused by the resentment of her mother, who would have been around the same age as her victims.
I was gonna say that at the beginning. I was gonna say, is it because, like how old was her mom? But then I figured you didn't think you were gonna...
Well, she was
They
born...
gave that.
She was born in 1958. So, like, her mom in the 90s and early 2000s, she would have been that old.
She would have been older.
Because her last victim, the one that got her arrested, was 82.
Yeah.
So they were always over 60 years old, but they were normally from, like, 60 to 80.
Like, correlation with her mother's age.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, how old was her mom? Like, is she killing people around her mom's age? That's weird.
Yeah, because I don't know if she even, like, saw her mom after this. But,
after she was exchanged for 3 bottles of beer.
Yeah. That's gotta mess you up and stick with you for a while.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And she only confessed to 4 murders and denied involvement with all the others. But the police found evidence, like fingerprint evidence.
Like, straight up evidence.
Yeah, at over 10 murders. Mm-hmm. So, but they couldn't connect all of them with her. Because they found out what happened. It's just they couldn't connect them with her. Yeah. And she was put away for 759 years and is still serving right now at the age of 61. Yeah, she's only 61. And it was weird how they mentioned it. Because they said, like, in Mexico you can only serve, for, like, the maximum sentence is 60 years. Mm-hmm. But she was sentenced to 752 or 59.
Maybe she's, like, a weird exception.
I think they did make an exception for her.
How
especially because
messed up it is.
Yeah, especially because it's a woman doing that, and they would never expect that.
Yeah.
And also, like, I think, I don't know. They didn't give a time frame for a lot of these places of, like, maybe if this happened after her son, or, like, after her son died, or, like, because losing a kid after all of that still has to mess you up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't think no matter how good of a parent you are, if you still lose your child...
That would still, in a way, mess you up, whether it's negative or...
Yeah, like, I don't know if it was caused by that, like, the original ones.
It's just interesting that she... I wonder if she, like, totally was like, I'm only gonna kill women that correlate with my mother's age, or if she was somehow subconsciously, like, going after these older women.
Like, how did she find them? And how did she say, like, this is the one? Like,
how did she pick her targets?
Yeah, like...
Did she just, like, kind of sit out and people watch and watch people?
Exactly. Like, I don't know. They didn't say if she had... Like, none of them said she had relationships with these women before.
Yeah, so she probably just, like, almost in a way, like, kind of stalked them.
Yeah, I think so.
Even if it was just for, like, a day or something.
Yeah.
And then she decided, like, okay, I'm gonna do it.
Or I don't know if maybe this was provoked because she needed money, and then she was just like...
People rob people all the time,
But they don't have to strangle them or murder them.
Could never murder people, you know? Well, some of them as an example.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. Like, I don't... It's just odd because she hasn't given a motive because she's barely even said that she did it. Which, like...
It's weirdly...
obvious.
It's weirdly planned out, but yet her exit wasn't.
I know. Like, how can you... The exit is the most important part.
Because I feel like the fact that she didn't plan her exit makes it seem as if she wanted to get caught. But if she wanted to get caught, why would she even bother with the disguise and bother with the backstory that she gave these women?
Like, it would make sense that maybe she felt like... I don't know, like, sympathy for these women. Mm-hmm. And so then she'd be like, well, maybe if I get caught, then, like, their families will have closure. Or, like, something like that.
Yeah.
But, like, if you're gonna do it anyway, I feel like then you don't have a conscience to be able...
to feel sympathy for the people you just murdered?
Yeah. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, if you're a murderer, you don't care. If you're
murdering somebody, then I don't think
you're already a sociopath.
You already don't have sympathy because you don't care that you're taking somebody's life.
Yeah, this isn't, like, circumstantial, like, murdering,
yeah,
wherever
this isn't
that's,
like
someone's...
self-defense or something.
No, it's just, like, going out there and doing it.
I'm bored and I'm gonna murder somebody.
That's being a sociopath.
Yeah.
And it's, like, with like, Mary Bell, like, she had that injury, which might have... related to her, like, not being able to realize that something was bad.
Yeah, not having the filter to understand wrong versus right.
But with her, it was just, like, her past,
her
and she
mom
was, like...
messed her up.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Which, I mean, a lot of people are messed up like that, and they don't
become sociopath murderers.
They don't become the old lady killer. Also,
Silent old lady killer.
They don't do anything to anybody.
Also, I think you're weak if you kill old women.
Exactly.
Or old men, because you're going after the weakest thing.
Yeah, like children and old people. Like,
yeah, like if you want to murder somebody, put some effort into it.
Yeah, come on, up your game, so
you're obviously not doing it if you're going after these old women that can't even do things for themselves, like go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them were 80.
Yeah,
80.
those people need, like, constant assistance. And, like...
I mean, granted, like, a lot of Hispanic old ladies, like, they're hardcore.
Okay.
So, like, they don't stop going till they're, like, 100.
I guess that is true.
But they're still old.
They're still old ladies.
And, like, she was big. Like...
she could have taken down a man if she wanted to. And
we saw pictures of her. Like... She was beefy. She was a wrestler. Like, she wasn't part of the, like, theatrical, I'm gonna call it theatrical wrestling. I don't know if
that's what I would say.
Yeah, like, it is theatrical. Like, she just loved that and had, like, an obsession with it.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
She had an obsession with it. But, like, she just did normal wrestling. And people in Mexico knew her as this wrestler. Or, like, in the town, they knew her. Like, she was...
So she was known.
Yeah. So, like, whenever they...
So that makes her exit thing even worse.
I know. Like, I don't know if she was really known by her appearance, because she might have looked different.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
They always said that she had dyed blonde hair, but, like, it was short, so that's why they would kind of confuse her, too. But, like, just... I don't... And everybody thought it was going to be a man, too. So whenever she actually got arrested, and people were hearing about this.
Yeah.
Whenever she was arrested, they were, like, so shocked.
I mean, stereotypes come with everything.
Mm-hmm.
So even for murder, you kind of just assume it's a man.
Yeah.
So I kind of understand why the town was so surprised when it was this kind of known woman in the town, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know.
That whole thing is just weird. A theatrical, obsessed wrestler murdered women, old women,
Yeah.
because her mom is old and abandoned her.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, but I also don't.
No, that's just a crazy storyline.
I mean, wrestling already is a way to take out your anger.
Yeah, she just needed something more.
Yeah, I guess it just wasn't enough for her. Because, like, a lot of violent people that are trying to combat that, they do wrestling or boxing.
Wrestling or, like, MMA.
Yeah,
or they
like,
just take lessons and don't even actually fight. They just get lessons.
yeah. But, like,
She was like, nah.
she went the extra mile.
I gotta murder some old ladies.
Alright, well, that was it for this episode.
That's it for this episode.
Probably the finale, so goodbye, guys.
Thanks for listening.
We love you. Donate. Okay. Farewell.
Go fund me.